secondary and how much you guys have improved, because except for the Oregon game, you guys have done a great job of limiting passing yards.
Yeah, the Oregon game taught us a lot of things about ourselves, showed us what we need to learn. So I believe that was a good learning event for us. We picked up on things we needed to improve on. We just went out and got better from there.
When you have a seasoned pocket passer like A.J. McCarron, is there almost like a battle as he tries to move you around and you try to be unpredictable? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's always a battle with us and the quarterback. We try to keep him from knowing what we're in. We try to play with him, make him unsure of our coverage. So it's just a back and forth game.
When did you get a sense that this secondary could not only be average but above average and good?
It was probably during summer workouts. I saw the skill that we had. I saw the young players want to come in and start learning about the playbook early. So I could tell that we had a lot of good drive during the off season.
Has Cameron Sutton outdone your expectations? I mean, has he gone maybe beyond what you thought he would do?
Oh yeah, he definitely showed us a lot. I always knew he was a good player when he got here. He showed us from the summer workouts. He was always first in line, always finishing first. But he did definitely impress me this year.
How much is the pass rush helping y'all keep those passing numbers down too? Because y'all have gotten a decent pass rush before that, but the past few weeks the sack numbers are kind of hard to ignore.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been a help. We can tell that our opponent quarterback always worried about our defensive linemen, so it makes it easier on us when he's not just focusing on us and trying to pick us apart.
When did Marlon Walls become like the sack artist or whatever? I mean, I know he's been close a couple times in the past, but he's starting to get the numbers now.
Yeah, he's always had a drive in him. You can tell about in the weight room. He always wanted to be the best, so he just goes out and takes that out on the field.
How do you not avoid kind of putting Alabama on any kind of a pedestal when you're going in this game? Because I mean, it's no real secret. The numbers speak for themselves. How good they've been. I mean, you can see it on paper. How do you kind of does that motivate you? Do you try to think about it? How do you?
Yeah, we definitely not trying to build them up too much in our head. We know that our coaches are going to prepare us for the game. They're going to get us good game plan, so we're going to go out there and have confidence in ourselves.
What do you think what do you think does make them different? You watch a lot of football. What's different about them? I mean, they just don't lose very often.
They play well together. Very good coach team. They got a lot of talent. They're very big on offensive line, so they use all that to their advantage.
Brian, can you talk about how much better the communication is on the back end for you guys? It seems like I know you've given up a couple of long plays, big plays that you don't give up, but you just haven't had the bust back there that we see. Why do you think this group's communication level has been?
I think we got everybody on the field looking for the calls. Everybody knows the signals. I remember last year, some people on the field didn't really know the signals, so they just had to relay it. But this year, I feel like everybody knows the signals. Everybody's looking for the call, and they relay it as best as we can.
How much fun was Saturday? It looked like y'all were playing some cat and mouse, where maybe trying to disguise some stuff, playing some games within the game. You probably haven't done that a whole lot, the last 2 years. How much fun was that to try to bait them into some stuff?
It was pretty fun. I could kind of tell they didn't know what coverage we're in. We pretty much showed them a cover 4 look the whole time, and we worked from there. So it was good just have our plays secretive and they didn't get to pick them off or nothing like that.
What do you see when you see Amari Cooper on the field?
What I see?
Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah, he has good route run. He's a good route runner. He's very shifty. He has good speed. He's an overall good wide receiver.
Brian, you might have been touching on this earlier, but Coach Jones spoke of the unity between all 3 levels: linebackers, defensive line, defensive backs. What is the difference there?
I just noticed, like, before we even go on the field, we're all talking to each other. D-line's telling the secondary that they're about to get us a pick. We said we're about to get them a coverage sack. So it's just little stuff like that. We're playing for each other and stuff like that.
How much have you guys been able to feed off one another in terms of you guys playing great coverage, they finish with a sack, or them getting to the quarterback quickly so you're maybe not in coverage for 6 or 7 seconds?
We all feel very close as a defensive unit. So when we see one of our teammates make a big play, it just gets us all hyped and gives us a lot of juice.
Ryan, just the average starting field position for the opponents has been pretty good the last week, about the 20 or so. How much confidence is that giving you guys the defense to defend a long field as opposed to the short?
Oh yeah, it definitely gives a lot of confidence. Velarde and the special teams pinned them in the 20 a couple times for us, and that really helped us out. So it just gives us a little boost as we go out there.
Brian, at the end of October last year, I know you weren't part of it, but I think 3 quarterbacks that just set their career highs in passing yards against Tennessee, and you guys just held 2 pretty good guys to under 200. I mean, what's the difference? How can you explain how much better you guys have played this year?
I think it's just confidence. We have a lot of confidence back there. We made some big plays early in the year, and we just that did a good thing for our mental game. We just know we can go out there and do it.
Like I said, I know you weren't part of it, but I mean the cast is, other than you, kind of having Cam in there. It's kind of the same group.
Yeah.
Is it coaching? Is it just experience? I mean, just kind of.
I say it's all the above. Coaching really helped us. They put us in the right spots to make plays, and the experience. We all been through it. Aside from Cam, but he learned pretty fast, so we all just got good knowledge back there.
I know you guys tried to forget about last year and don't like to think about the past. We talk about it, but do you ever, has it hit you yet that you guys are playing, so much better than you were last year when it was just like you couldn't stop anybody?
Yeah, it's definitely played into our mental game. We have a lot of confidence going out the field, like I said earlier, and we believe in each other. We trust each other, so we're not afraid to play man with our corners, and we're not even afraid to put our safeties out on the slot.
How much? Obviously, you guys had 2 other DBs that have been ejected for the targeting rule. How much do you guys coach that? How much do the coaches stress that?
Oh yeah, they really tell us to be smart. They said if you try to make a play on the ball, the best thing is to go low or hit them in the chest, or don't launch, don't leave your feet. So that's a big emphasis for them.
A lot of people talk about this rivalry. What does Bama Week mean to you?
It's a big rivalry. One of the 2 best programs in the SEC, so it just means we gotta go out there and get a win, because that's one of our team goals is to beat our rivals.
You guys have already done it.